All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to bring you a quick update on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners, and I wanted to get this out before the Fed releases their minutes today and before Chairman Powell has his discussion, because I think I see a trend happening, and there is the potential for a nice relief rally to continue. So I want to go through what I'm looking at and show you why I think that, but I also want to show you what we're looking for, and we need to confirm this before we're sure that it's going to happen. So we talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners all the time on this channel. If that's content you're interested in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody would please smash the like button, it helps the channel out a lot. Again, I want to remind everybody, I'm going to go through a scenario here, and we need to wait for this to be confirmed. But over the last 24 hours, things have shaped up in a way where there is the potential for a very nice relief rally. I'm thinking $3,000 to $5,000 to the upside for Bitcoin over the course of the next week. But let me show you what needs to happen first. Okay, so you can see this is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. So as always, there's an orange line where we closed the day yesterday. So yesterday we closed at $20,925. So in other words, Bitcoin was at $20,925 when the equity markets closed in the US yesterday. So you can see from that moment, we've basically been trending upwards ever since. The previous day was a downward trend all day. So yesterday, the board was very red, the Bitcoin miner board. Today, at the moment, the Bitcoin miner board is very green. However, I don't even want to go through that yet. I may do another update at the end of the day after we see where things have shaken out, because I think there's some big news ahead, and we're going to see how that works. So we're currently up about $500 off of yesterday's close. I want to look at the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart, and I am going to keep this very brief because I just want to give you guys a heads up, and then we're going to see if this ends up happening or not. Okay, this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. So this is the chart I'm most focused on. For those of you familiar with the channel, you'll know that I have a yellow arrow back here. This was back in June. So these arrows are about 1 week long. I carbon copied this arrow and put one right here and right here. From July 12th until about July 20th, we then went from oversold all the way back to overbought on the 4-hour RSI. So you can see this time we had a run up from about 19,000 to over 24,000. So that was a $5,000 run up. So that's where my $3,000 to $5,000 comes in. I think these run ups can be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. And then we see what comes next, right? We could continue to run from there, or we could continue to rinse and repeat this pattern whereby we get overbought on the RSI and have to go all the way to reset. But we've been talking about this for the last week and a half. So things have played out pretty much exactly like we've talked about. So we're currently at 45 on the 4-hour RSI. If we can get above 50, this is where Bitcoin can take a nice run. So I just want to show you, you'll see a yellow highlight in this area right here. This was the run up on the RSI from oversold all the way to 50, which is neutral. So you can see we got very little bump in Bitcoin on that part of the run up. From 50 on the RSI to overbought, which is over 70, basically we got that nice run up of about 18%. So the same thing happened the next time. From neutral at 50 to overbought again, which is over 70, this time we had about a 23% run up. At the moment, we've been trading very reliably inside of this pattern. This has now happened 3 times, and we're now halfway through a 4th time. So if we can complete this 4th time, that's why I'm saying in the next 5 to 7 days, we could have a $3,000 to $5,000 run up in Bitcoin. So again, what it would take to confirm this is we would need to cross over this 50% and start to have a confirmed break above that point, because that is where the run in Bitcoin occurs. When the 4-hour RSI is over 50%, I'm just going to switch to the 1-day RSI as well because it's telling a similar story. I had a yellow arrow over here where the daily RSI went from oversold to neutral. Now, once again, we really don't make any progress on the Bitcoin price from oversold to neutral. So we got rejected at that point. So unfortunately, we did not get a run up there. We went all the way back to oversold. But this next time, again, this is a carbon copy of this yellow arrow. So this next time, we did get to the same point just about near neutral, but this time we did not get rejected. We took a nice break above 50, which is above neutral. We got all the way up to 61. We have had a pullback and we crossed under 50, which is ordinarily not a great sign. However, you'll see I have this light blue trend line. So we continue to set higher highs and higher lows on the daily RSI, and that trend continued. In fact, we didn't even test this line. So if we can get back above 50, which is above neutral on the daily RSI, then I think we can take the rest of this run potentially all the way up to oversold territory. So on the 1-day RSI, I'm looking for a strong break above 50 and see if maybe we can head all the way up to overbought territories. But first, what has to happen on the 4-hour RSI, and we're almost there, we're at 45.7 right now. We want to break above, a strong break above 50 on this as well, and see if we can get back into overbought territory. So those two things to me would spell a potential nice relief rally. So I've been saying we're in a relief rally. My target price for this relief rally has been around $25,000. We did not quite get there. On the last run around, we got up to about 24,300. So I think we still stand a chance at this $25,000. The Fed comes out today. They are likely to give a 75 basis point raise in the rates today. So that is one thing I want everybody to be careful of. It may be 75 basis points. It may be 100 basis points. And the market may have a short-term, knee-jerk, big reaction to that. So I'm looking to try to look past whatever that reaction is. And particularly if we get what's expected, which is 75 basis points. We already got earnings from Microsoft and Google yesterday. They were not great, but they were not bad, and the market received that very well. So you can see the bar has been lowered. No one's expecting grand slam home runs here. We have had some other companies report positively. So I think earnings is going to continue to be a mixed bag, but the guidance has not been a nightmare, and that's been most important. Now tomorrow we will get GDP. So that's the last piece of the puzzle. In all likelihood, GDP went down in the second quarter. So from a technical standpoint, that's 2 quarters in a row, and that is a recession. Now, you will see two things. Number one, we've already had the government come out with several talking points that's no longer the definition of a recession, or it never was the definition. So I don't think it really matters. I don't think you're going to get the federal government to confirm a recession, and that is fine. I think for most people who are trading, we know that we've been in a recession for 2 quarters now, and so that is already all built into the price. So I don't think there's any earth-shattering news tomorrow when we get GDP. If there's no earth-shattering news today when we get the Fed to raise interest rates, in other words, if it's 75 basis points, I think we're fine. Even if it's 100 basis points, because they don't meet next month, I still think there's a chance the market may take 24 to 48 hours to digest that, and even that is basically built into where we're at. So I am looking for a potential nice rebound over the next 1 to 1.5 weeks for Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. So I am going out on a limb. I may have to come out tomorrow and say that I was completely wrong about this, but I've showed you the technicals of why I think this is going to happen. So I just wanted to get this out before the Fed came out today and give everybody a chance to digest this. So again, this is a quick video, so I'm going to leave it at that. I will definitely have another video out later today. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you made it this far, remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Thanks, and we will see you in the next video.